take long for Chris to find a challenger. A guy with a white Toyota Supra wants to take on his Trans Am. I ride shotgun with Chris. My producer follows in a chase.
Okay, today is August 2nd?
Yes, it's August 2nd.
This is day one, the morning of day one of our experiment. There are 10 days. We are sitting in Christopher Robinson's hotel room in Tucson?
Yes.
At the Four
Points Sheraton.
4 Points Sheraton,
Room
okay.
426.
Good. And it is approximately, although it'll say on the camera, around 9:10.
Yeah, something like that.
And I interrupted your breakfast.
That's fine.
Which is just what we, which is unfortunate, but I apologize. For the record, you went to sleep last night about what time?
Just after 9.
Just after 9, so you went to sleep early, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you, before you went to sleep, you wrote a statement.
Yep.
And would you show that to the camera just so I can put it up like this, and I'll no, you don't have to bring it close. I can focus, so you just hold it there. Let me just focus in, okay. There we are. Susie and friends, why don't you read what that now says? Okay, go ahead.
It says, Susie and friends, please make me write on this paper tonight the name of the place I will be taken to in the morning and show me what is there. Thank you, amen.
Okay. And then you went to sleep?
Yep.
Okay, now tell me what happened.
And a voice was talking to me about past life experiments and what someone did in it. And there was a whole load of stuff that I can't remember, but I remember enough of that to write that down.
Okay.
And I was then looking at some kind of basin. And there was a hole in this basin. Now I saw it as a washing basin, but it doesn't have to be, it could be something else.
Okay.
As we know how things work. And I was looking at the hole, the plug hole,
mm-hmm.
and I put my fingers in it. And I was in the hole.
Okay.
And I thought, oh. And then the whole thing changed, but it's still something going into a hole.
Okay.
And there was 2 cars parked, and one of them was yours, and one of them was somebody else's, and it was raining. But rain has another meaning, so it could be something.
Okay, and you'll tell us after we're done.
Yeah. Then there was a picture on a screen, and it was like I was in some kind of computer program, and I was writing on a picture in a graphics package. But you can't see all the writing, and as I wrote it, it was there, then it disappeared. And then I was getting into a real hole. And at that point in my dream, I thought, oh boy, what kind of hole have I got myself into? I have got myself into a real mess.
Okay.
This is a real mess.
Okay.
Pack up and go home.
Okay.
And then I got a towel. And I was looking, and I can't see what's in what I want to see. So what I want to see isn't there.
Okay.
And that wasn't very encouraging for me either. But I do ask, do we put a towel under us before we go into the hole?
Okay.
So what a towel has got to do with this hole I've got myself into, I'm not sure.
Okay.
And are you sure it's okay to come inside? So I don't know where that came from. It was like a voice asking me if it was all right to come inside this hole.
Okay.
And the hole is wide open in a girl's chest. And then I saw a girl, and there was a hole here where there shouldn't be a hole. It was like another mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at a hole in somebody's chest. And I thought, what kind of hole is that? But it's still a hole. So what kind of mess have I got myself into? Or are we going to something to do with a hole? And I didn't like that at all. And then I'm back in London. And somebody can't find their car. Somebody is desperately looking for their car. And I think it's a lady. And we went down one street, which was called Althorpe. And we went down another street, which was called Wellington. And we still couldn't find our car. And it started to rain. And then some of my things were stolen, and they didn't belong to me anymore. And then I saw bicycles, like in Holland. But I drew the wheels, but I didn't draw the frame.
Okay.
I just drew the wheels. And I thought, what am I doing here? Let's just make sure I've gone only one page. Yep. Yep. And then there's something to do, and I can't read it, and I can't. There was something to do with clouds, but why do I think I'm back in London? And now I'm back in London.
Okay.
So I thought at this point, well, whatever my dream is for Arizona, it's to do with the whole, because I ain't going to go back to London today, and
okay.
as far as I know, there's no London in Arizona. So.
Okay.
And I've got these big cushions and a bag of money, and somebody tries to pickpocket me. They steal my wallet. So that's one thing we have to watch out for wherever we're going today, is somebody trying to steal your wallet. And then I'm talking to Mary, and I should not be in her house. And we're in the wrong street, and we're in central London, Soho, S-O-H-O.
Okay.
And the circle should be a square, she said. If I were back home, and then she showed me the home with iron gates, that looked like Buckingham Palace.
Okay.
And I thought, is there a hole near Buckingham Palace?
Okay.
And I can't think of one. I can think of Serpentine, which is a lake near Buckingham Palace. And then this lady said to me, do I give up? I am checking to see if I still have all my money, and it's still there. Then I woke up. And then I wrote this, and I'm now awake, and I underlined that. And it is 0644. There were too many dreams rushing towards me about central London and fighting to stay alive. As I am in the USA and not going home, I don't think this information has anything to do with my tests.
Okay.
But must mean something is about to go down at home big time.
Okay.
And that was that.
Okay. Now, how do you...
So there's 4 pages. 1,
Okay.
2, 3,
And
4.
put them up. Put each one up just so I can have a video of it.
This is page 1.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just come in. Just 1 second. I just want to hold on here. I just want to get the camera here and scan down. Okay, what's 2?
This is 2.
Okay, hold it steady. There's 2. Okay.
There's 3.
Okay, there's 3. Okay.
Oh, there's 4.
Okay, now, how would you normally interpret this kind of dream?
Right, I've already done my
Good,
interpretation on the pages opposite the dream pages.
Good, let's go through that.
So we now go through that.
Okay.
And what I've put there, I've put voice, past life, basin, sink, hole.
Okay.
Then there was a very clear reference to a murdered policewoman in London.
Okay.
In the dream with me, talking to me, and I think it was probably her voice that I could hear.
Okay.
And her name was Yvonne. And then I put picture on a screen, and then I put I'm laying on the ground. I can't even read the writing I did when I was awake. But I was getting into a hole.
Okay.
All right. And I was blind. I can't see what I want to see.
Okay.
And now if that's true, then I haven't seen where we're going today.
Okay.
But maybe if something to do with blind and a hole, then, you know, I've had this kind of thing before, and I couldn't find a pen when I went to a studio to do a box, and I didn't realize what it meant. So, but it actually meant that there was a pen and I couldn't find it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Then there's another hole in this girl's chest. I don't know what on earth I do with that. But then I go back to London, and there's a bridge and these 2 roads. Now Althorpe, I'm sure, is a road. There's bound to be Althorpe Road everywhere, because it's the name of Princess Diana's family.
Right.
The name of the house. And Wellington is for sure a road all over the place, and lots of things in London to do with Wellington, because there was Duke of Wellington and
Okay.
loads of things to do with that. Wellington cryptically can mean boots. Do I need boots on to go in this hole? I don't know. And then I put cycles or bicycles or bicycles. Is there 2 holes? Alright. And then I remember that there were these Indian spirits and mountains and things like that. And then I put back in London again, no. And then I put Holborn, because the only place anybody stole my wallet from pickpocketing was in Holborn, which is in London. So there's a personal association with me having my wallet stolen.
In a place that has the name Hole?
Holborn, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's called Holborn.
Okay.
And the 2 roads that are near there are Queensway and Kingsway.
Okay.
And if I play with that and Buckingham Palace and rain and can't find my way back to a car, I just hope Queen Elizabeth don't die today.
Okay, now what does rain typically mean?
Rain typically means real heavy problems. Somebody's rain or snow. It's really bad.
Okay. All right.
And then Mary is Queen of England from long ago. And I am now in the wrong street. That's not a good sign from me from the test point of view. If this means the test, if this means something else, then it's different. Because if I'm in the wrong street, I'm not gonna get where I want to go.
Okay.
I'm in a place called Soho, Soho, Sierra Oscar Hotel Oscar. I don't know whether that has some kind of significance. I felt that it might.
Mm-hmm.
Circle should be a square. Ooh, now we're getting crossword cryptic now. We've got
Okay.
and iron gates and all of that. So maybe we have to go through some iron gates to get to a hole. I don't know.
Okay.
Because I have nowhere we're going.
Right. Okay.
So I really don't know what to do with it other than that, except the fundamental that comes out of this is either I'm going to visit a hole, or I'm such a hole that I don't know where I'm going.
Okay. Thank you. Here's what I'm now going to do.
Yeah.
I'm now on my cell phone going to call Bill Simon, who is our contact person
Yes.
in San Diego.
Yes.
Oops. Do it again. I dialed the wrong number. 1-858-756-1197.
You want to-
No, you say. Hello, Bill. Good morning, it's Gary Schwartz. Hi, listen, I am in front of a video camera, sort of, with Christopher. He has just, on the video camera, reported the first dream. Could you start your tape recorders or whatever, and call your friend, and have the friend, just to reiterate this, when you call your friend, whoever this person is, they should turn on their video camera to make sure that the envelope is in front of the video camera. They should then open it in front of the video camera, show it to the video camera, then tell you, and then you will call my cell phone and tell me. And I will be waiting here for you, okay? Thanks. Alrighty? Bye. Thanks, bye. Okay.
But there's a whole load of shit there. 4 pages. Whoa, what a night.
Right, so this felt like a pretty heavy-duty dream.
Yeah, this is in 2 parts, I think.
Okay.
Unless we're going to London today, which we're not going to be doing, because that's not realistic. I mean,
No.
because I know some conditions that I must apply
Right.
to
Now
the
this is a bit of humor.
Yeah.
This is a bit of humor what I'm going to
Yeah,
share.
yeah.
But do you know that there is actually a London Bridge that was built somewhere either in Arizona or New Mexico? They literally took the stones from London and rebuilt it.
No.
Somewhere it is in this city. And no, it is not one of the sites
No,
that we're going
no.
to, but it was just humorous. I'm
Yeah.
just putting a bit of
Yeah.
humor here.
No, I really think something's going on in London.
Okay,
So what I've done is I've been my detective for London last.
right. Now, one of the things that occurs to me, and we can keep the tape running because we have enough tape right now, is that I was wondering about whether when he tells me, whether I should tell you or wait to drive
I think
there.
you should just drive me. I thought about this morning. I think we go there and I discover it.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do is when he calls, he's going to tell me. I am not going to say out
No,
loud
don't
what
say
it is.
anything. Just say okay, and then we go.
And then we go. And when we get there, I will tell you.
When we get there, I'm going to take pictures of wherever it is.
Right. Now, do you have a tape recorder? Did you bring it?
And not an audio tape. I do have one, but I didn't bring it.
So you have all these toys in the world, but you don't have a portable audio tape
I didn't bring
recorder.
it.
I didn't think to get one either. What we may do,
I
if we
always
have
use
time.
videotape because I've
I
got
know.
plenty of that.
Well, what I was thinking is, and if we have time, we'll do this. We will buy an audio tape recorder that has that plugs into my car,
Okay, yeah.
and then we can record conversation
Yeah,
while
sure.
we're in the car,
Yeah,
just
sure.
in case things come
And
up.
they don't cost very much. They're for nothing.
No,
those
nothing,
kind of
so
things.
we can do that.
Yeah.
I'll leave the tape running right now, just
Well,
so
when we go
have
to
it.
that store, I'll try and get some nickel metal hydride rechargeable batteries and a battery charger with a plug for here. Because I didn't bring my charger because it doesn't work on 110.
Oh, okay.
So I can't recharge my batteries. I can
don't-
recharge my camera batteries and my think of Sony, think of that.
Right.
But Olympus didn't. So Olympus is a 240 volt unit, so there was no point in bringing it.
And
So,
they-
so when we go to an electrical type store,
will they
Focus-
have one?
Oh sure, everybody here must have rechargeable batteries.
Okay. Well,
So I'll just
whether
buy a
they-
set of batteries and a charger.
Okay. You mean it takes standard batteries?
Yeah, AA.
Oh,
standard
then you're in
battery.
business. Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Then we will go to a Radio Shack.
Yeah, something.
I have to get gas. We'll go to Radio Shack. And we will do so. I should just tell you, for the record, I mean, this is going to be on the tape, as I heard what you were saying,
Mm-hmm.
some possible associations came to me
Mhm.
about some of the possible places. In fact, some of them I hadn't even thought about in this context
Mhm.
until I heard
What I was saying.
Right. But I have no idea whether it's going to be any of
No.
those or whether it's going to be something
Yeah.
else, and this is going to relate to that.
Yeah.
But we
Well,
shall,
we're here
shall
now.
see. Right. And what I have to do is I have to, when I receive the information, just hold on to it.
Yeah, if you don't say anything,
I won't
then
say
we go
anything.
wherever it is, and then I can look for the hole.
That's right. You can say when you find it.
Yeah.
If you think we found it.
Yeah.
By the way, if you had to make any guesses right now, what kind of place this would be?
What, a hole in the ground, a well?
Let's make a list. What do you think might it be?
A well?
If you were going by this, what
A
would it
well?
be? You just keep going. Is that all?
Well, I'm trying to think.
Right.
A mine?
Okay. What else?
A well, a mine? A grave? It's a
Okay.
hole in the ground? A dried up lake bed?
Okay.
Possibly. I mean, it's a long
listen,
shot.
Listen, we're just putting down possibilities.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've never asked you this before.
No, I know. I never thought of it either.
And I have no idea where we're going right now.
No, so I don't know. What kind of hole in the ground? Some blast site where there was an explosion?
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm stuck now.
Don't worry about it.
Mm.
We shall see. So you got
Do you want still photographs of those pages? Because you're going to go home with the pages tonight, because I don't want them anymore after today.
Right. I think what we will do, and
Yeah, you can photocopy them later.
Yes, I still like to have you make still.
I haven't done yet.
Okay, well we should. Each day we should make still pictures
Yeah.
since you've got a digital camera.
Yeah.
So we've got stills, we got multiple backup.
Yeah. Okay.
Because this is
You want
all
to do
done.
that now?
Sure. Why don't you do that? Because you've got a
Now,
camera.
you want to do that on film, or you want to do that on...
On your camera, I want to get a backup.
Yeah, but do you want it on film, or do you want it on digital?
Oh, okay. You can sit down. You can sit. No, sit down.
I'll just go in the loop.
Okay.
I've got to do that before we leave anyway.
Hello? Yeah? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Thank you very much. The way that the procedure is going to work is that I am not going to announce out loud where we are going. And what's going to happen is that he is going to be potentially surprised, so that he can also see what he said is potentially related. So as opposed to me telling him right now, he'll be surprised. You got it? The other thing is, just for the record, I'm not going to tell you what he said. So there's no way of you getting this back to the person. So you'll have to be blind for 10 days. Do you mind? Wonderful. Perfect. So envelope 2 has now been segregated from the rest, isolated and placed wherever it's being placed. Wonderful. This is great.
I'm going to take that.
Okay. Oh, that's a very good idea. You know, that's a wonderful idea. By the way, I think for the record that that's true. That's been my concern, that he may have put on overly strict concerns. And so what I think we should do is take stock. One of the things that was suggested to me today is that there's a friend of Joanne Rules, who's one of the mediums who works with us, who is in town for the next 4 or 5 days, and she wants to go to Sedona on Sunday. And she asked whether Christopher would like to go, and maybe even I'd like to go. And I told her that we were doing this experiment for 10 consecutive days. But maybe, we would like to take a break, and maybe Christopher would like to take a day off. And then we could also take stock and look at the data for these first, what's today? Today's Thursday, right? So for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we could take a look and see what we've got. And if it looks really promising, then we'll continue this way. If it looks like it's too stringent, we could talk about alternative ways of keeping me and Christopher blind, but nonetheless increasing the chance that the information can be received. Okay. Sure? Mm-hmm. When were you thinking of coming? The 11th? Friday. A week from tomorrow. Yes, absolutely. Stay Sunday, stay Monday. Stay however long you want. Well, he's going to be here until the 13th. Well, actually, you know, I think Saturday afternoon would be great, because I have to be talking at a conference that you don't need to be at, nor does Christopher need to be at. So you and Christopher could work on Saturday. He's then going to be, believe it or not, on Saturday night, he's going to be doing an all-night sleep recording in an EEG lab. So, but anyway, you can also see that start. And then Sunday, of course, Sunday morning, if we don't take a break for this past Sunday, he will then be going on probably his last trip. And you could be present with that, and then you could also interview him Sunday afternoon. So that'll work fine. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to start taking him out, and we will thank you. I'll talk to you later. Oh, by the way, Bill? Oops. 1 second.
You need him back. I found a picture of my girlfriend. I can't find my other 2 children. I don't know what. Yeah, hold his...
Hello, Aaron. It's Gary speaking. No, don't go on. It's okay. I just as soon talk to you, okay? Okay, I just wanted to, I was going to ask Bill to pass this on to you, but now you can do it directly, here directly. I just wanted to wish you a very uneventful and successful test this morning. What? Is that right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I understand. I'm sorry. What you'll do is you'll treat it. Okay.
You're still going, you know that?
Yes. Who, me? No. Just tell Bill that I called to wish you well. Well, then you might. Well, why don't you, since you're dressed and everything? That's what I was going to insist. Well, if you could do, have as much fun as you can today, okay? I will love you. Yeah, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to be taking a ride with Christopher momentarily to see whether this is related to the what his dream said. So we'll have a good day. I think you're sleeping well, aren't you? Yeah, so. But he's dreaming. That's what matters.
Too much stuff.
Dreams. Too many dreams.
Too much stuff.
But that's good. All right, kid. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
I mean, 4 pages is good. I needed only 2 words, probably.
Okay, this looks to you like a basin?
This looks to me like a basin.
Okay.
I have no doubt this is a basin.
Okay, we have just driven through Gates Pass.
Oh, I've got gates in my dream.
You do?
Yeah, the whole thing was to do with gates, wasn't it?
What was this?
In the dream, the whole thing was to do with gates, and I thought the gates might be in Buckingham Palace. I drew all these gates. The key word is gates.
Okay, well, this is Gates Pass.
Okay, this is Gates Pass.
And I didn't make that connection. Let me
I didn't, because I didn't know where we were going. You can't make some of the connections until you go there.
Right, well, this is Gates Pass.
In the dream, I was trying to get through the gates.
Okay.
And I've put them at Buckingham Palace.
Okay. This is definitely real video here because I'm taking it myself.
No, I believe you.
Okay, this is Gates, and this is what you're calling the basin.
Well, this to me is a basin. I will accept that my first word was basin. Sink or basin, the first thing I dreamt about.
Okay. And there are clouds in the sky.
And there are clouds, and I bet there are spirits as well.
And there, by the way, there are the clouds in the mountains right there, just for the record.
Yeah, but there's mountains in the dream, there's basin in the dream.
Okay. But that can fit lots of places in Tucson.
Yes, it could fit lots of places.
But Gates is interesting.
Gates are there. I drew, see that. I'm sure you do.
Of course. Okay, where's the Arizona Desert Museum? And I have not told him, of course, anything more than that's where we are.
It must be in the back.
Okay. There's Christopher taking pictures of various things. He's not yet said anything about any associations to this, and by the way, I didn't see any associations to this either. I'm taking pictures of various displays, as you can see here. So here's one. Trying to see whether you can get the snake to move?
See if I can get him to strike.
That is a real rattlesnake. See, that's another one.
I see him over there. Just a...
So now you get to see your rattlesnakes. You in Dream 4 of the second series, you were in a reptile house.
Yes.
Has that appeared in other of your dreams?
No, I don't think so. We'd have to check, but I don't
Okay,
think
we'll
so.
check.
I don't think so.
I think these are Gila monsters or something.
It says that there's boa constrictors, wood turtles, and beaded lizards. Now that doesn't mean it's...
Oops. Yep. This is definitely home movie style. What? Go ahead. We're about to what?
We are about to enter a cave, which is a hole in the ground.
And what? And this cave happens to be what? It's my favorite place at the Desert Museum, and it's one of the very first things you do is you enter a hole in the ground. Go ahead.
Okay, fine.
There's a cave.
Yeah,
Is that a hole in the ground?
I guess.
Well, that's what the definition of a cave is.
Captain, I'll be wondering whether or not they just bumped
Okay,
you off.
why don't you walk into the cave?
Okay.
You're going to walk into the hole in the ground, and this is called Ramada, which means cave. Go on in, Chris. I'll be right there. That's not recording. This is one dark hole.
Look at that, isn't that lovely?
Where's that? Is that rain
Well,
or water?
it's probably just coming through the mountains. Isn't that wonderful? Now that's where they got the idea for Alien, isn't it?
That I wouldn't know. Yeah, it's coming this way. I'm over here, Chris. This is definitely a hole in the ground. This is also a hole in the ground,
This is
obviously.
another hole in the ground.
It's one of my favorite places.
My first dream was about the sun, alright? A sun.
Yeah?
We've got a lot of suns here.
Oh boy. Yes, I would say that this is definitely...
The benefit of scientific research, you've got to keep fundamentals, not push it. Correct hit.
So now we're in the mineral part here.
It's amazing, isn't it? Wonderful.
Isn't this amazing?
This is quartz, I suppose.
That I don't know.
Sulfur.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose we're in the bowels of the earth. Well, that's where it's a bit like our universe that I tap into.
Look at this. It's a really pretty.
That's really beautiful, isn't it?
No, see the.
Certainly a hole in the ground, isn't it?
It's
About.
all right. Why didn't I have the word cave?
Why did you have the word cave? Why didn't you have the word museum? Why didn't you have the word... And you will see what...
Because they're not fundamentals.
Well, let me tell you well, let's keep going, and then you'll see what I would have expected, what you didn't get, and I want to know why.
Well, you have to remember that you only get a tiny part of, because there was so much information coming in, a tiny piece of it got to the...
That's what that is.
I wrote the word hole.
Walk into that hole. I want to get a picture of you walking into that hole. Now, there's something very significant about what's in that hole. Now, you're taking a picture of me as I'm taking a picture of you walking into the hole.
That's it.
Now, go look in the hole and tell me what you see. Go way in there.
I see another hole
Another hole in the ground.
with another base.
Yes, but what's the purpose of that hole in the ground? What's in that hole?
Water?
But what else?
I don't know.
Okay.
Can't see nothing.
All right.
I can see
This says that this is what? A mountain lion cage.
Yeah.
This is to show a mountain lion. There's a mountain lion in there. We haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I see. He's living in there.
He's living in the hole in the
I
ground.
can't see him yet.
Okay.
But let me tell you what I dreamt and I didn't write down. I
What?
dreamt of a big cat
Why didn't you write it down?
because the way I saw it was quite rude.
So what?
I saw all this.
I don't care. You have to write that
Yeah, I
down.
know, but
No, I'm serious, and no one's ever going to believe that, Christopher. I don't want you to do that again. You
right.
write down the images. You can leave out the SHIT part, but you
yeah.
write down the rest of the images. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm really serious. Here we go. More holes in the ground for the cats that Christopher said that he saw but didn't write down. I wish he had. The image of pussies. But that's what he saw were holes in the ground. Holes in the ground, and that's holes in the ground everywhere. Direct hit.
Yeah, pussy. Fundamentals.
Fundamentals, holes in the ground. Everywhere we're looking at this place,
It's got holes in
it's
there.
got holes in the ground.
Where's Pussy? Oh, these are bears, are they? Here?
Yes.
Oh,
So here's,
Yeah, these are bears.
are these bears?
Yeah, there's bears up there.
Is there a bear up here?
Yeah, up there.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's nice.
But there's a hole in the ground.
Sleeping in the hole in the ground.
Yeah. And that's fundamental.
Recording it.
I am.
Oh, I missed him. Hello.
up there. They're right behind the sign for me.
Oh, there you are. Oh, there you are. What a cutie. I love the prairie dogs. Are you going to go back in your hole in the ground?
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
He's gone up there, hiding up there now.
Oh, okay.
I got enough.
You got him coming out of the hole in the ground?
Yeah, I got him.
Prairie dogs, and they live in holes in the ground, and they are one of the #1 attractions at the Desert Museum. Are prairie dogs. Oops, where are we here? There, he just went into the ground. There goes another one.
Shall I video another hole in the ground? Are you going to go in your hole in the ground? Are you going to go to your hole in the ground? Down you go. You want more holes in the ground?
What happened to them?
They've gone in their holes in the ground.
Oh. There they are. There are two guys that are eating over here.
One there, Gary. Look at the top. That's it.
Oh yeah, there he is. There are two down here who are just busy eating.
Hello, darling.
Aren't they cute?
Aren't they lovely?
See, there he is in the hole in the ground.
You're lovely, aren't you?
So this is the fundamental, the hole in the ground.
Yes. It will be the fundamental of today.
Look at that little one kicking his head just out.
Vis-a-vis the test, of course. If we go and do something else tonight, it's not going to be the same. Cause
Right, but we're not, right, but that's not our purpose.
No, the purpose...
Was this only the morning?
Yeah, only in the morning. Because I used the word...
These are organ pipe cactus. And I just want to get a picture of them.
Is that another hole in the ground?
This, there are holes in the ground everywhere. I guess that's true, that's right. These are holes in the ground everywhere we go. And we'll go down to the hole in the ground. You're right, hole in the ground is absolutely fundamental.
Absolutely. 3 other...
There's another hole in the ground.
Yeah, I just photographed that.
These are for small cats.
I think if I remember, one of them was too tight.
Right,
I went to another one.
okay. So you've gone into another hole in the ground. I'm walking in with you. There's a hole in the ground. Here's some more holes in the ground. You see any cats in there?
I don't.
That's okay.
Come back. And that's how I think John Edward works. And your other mediums work.
I know.
I do not believe...
For her, words were precious. So she told you that, you know, she only wanted to give you 1 or 2 words. That's all
she
you
said.
need.
That's all I need. 1 or 2 words to describe where you're going.
Well, that's the kind of thing that Susie would say because she was a journalist and she was very careful with words. She'd say it's too coincidental to be accidental.
Well, hole is too coincidental to be accidental
Right,
today.
and there is
As
a
long
tortoise in a hole.
And as long as we don't go to some 9 other places full of holes in the ground.
Another surprise. Another surprise. These are obviously iron beams. Very unusual. And we are at Ironwood Terraces. And of course we heard the iron from Gates issue or phrase. So it's just, again, part of the total package.
What I'll do when I go home.
Okay, it is now approximately 1:45 on August the 2nd, and we have just returned from our first day 1 trip.
Yes.
And I will just, for the record, say that what Bill Simon had told me was that we were going to the Desert Museum, and the Desert Museum was one of the 20 sites, 20 possible sites, and I did not tell Christopher where we were going, so we drove along. Now, Christopher, you want to tell us, you want to review what's on your sheet, or do you want to review it in terms of how the process unfolded?
Well, the fundamentals in the dream.
Why don't you read that from the dreams? Yeah, fundamentals are.
Hole in the ground.
Okay.
The first thing I had were voices from past lives, and they're the spirits, I suppose, and they were talking about a basin or sink and holes in the ground.
Right, those are the first words.
They are the first words. And the word hole
Appeared how many times?
I will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6.
It's okay.
Six.
Okay.
That was the most frequent word.
Okay.
So that's my fundamental word.
Okay.
Holes in the ground. Well, the first thing that we did was we went into what looked like a crater with mountains all around. Like a basin. Like, it's not really a valley, a basin is more. And basin is the first word after the spirits were talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
And the next word was sink, the next word was hole. Sink and a basin are actually the same thing,
Right.
in conventional terms. So I was quite encouraged about that.
And we drove through a place called Gates Pass.
Gates Pass. Now the word gates appears once, twice, and that the gates were in London in a place called Soho.
Right. And what I asked you was, since I knew that we were going to a museum, a desert museum, I asked you what in Soho, whether there is a museum in Soho, and what did you tell me?
The British Museum is on the corner of New Oxford Street and Charing Cross Road in Soho.
Right, and you told me that it is the biggest museum.
It's the biggest museum in the United Kingdom.
And I told you what is the biggest museum in Tucson?
The one we went to.
Right, the Desert Museum.
And
Okay.
the British Museum is got these railings and gates all around it.
Okay, now wait a second.
Having said that,
Wait
I
a
was-
second, because I'm being told that the battery is running out, so
All
I'm
right.
going to change this battery here. Because the battery says it's running out here. So what I'm going to do is stop the tape for a second. Go ahead.
The gates that I was thinking about were at the other end of Soho, the Mall near Buckingham Palace, because I was extremely worried by other things in the dream which took me back to London, which would be that something's going on in London. What I was absolutely sure was of one of two things had happened. I'd either got myself into the biggest hole I'd ever got in my life, and this was a complete disaster,
Mm-hmm.
or we were going to holes in the ground.
Right,
And the first thing we did is we went into a cave.
right.
We came out of the cave, everything we looked at, all the things were constructed of holes in the ground.
Actually, the very first thing that we did was we went into a very dark room where there were rattlesnakes.
Oh, sorry, yeah, we did, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the main event, the main entrance, the main activity that you go through, which is this huge cave and hole in the ground, is one of the most memorable spots in the Desert Museum. Go
Well,
ahead.
anyway, we went to Holes in the Ground.
Right.
I got Holes in the Ground, and I'm very happy that my fundamentals were coinciding with fundamentals of where we went.
Right.
So I'm happy today.
Right. One of the things for the record was when I was at the ticket agent, I asked her. I said, "What were the most memorable sites of the at the Desert Museum?" She told me first of all it was the mountain lions, and the mountain lions, if you remember, literally you walk into a hole in the ground to see the
Yeah.
mountain lions, and the mountain lions are kept in a hole in the ground. The second thing that she said was that were the prairie dogs. The prairie dogs literally live in holes in the ground. And just for the record, I would not have guessed, if you had asked me, when you think about the Desert Museum, what for me is the most memorable, what comes to me first as an individual is thinking about the animals. But if you had asked me what in the locale describes the place, when you look at it, there's got to be 50 huge holes in the ground. That's how they display the material. And you described continual holes. Now you also said that in this basin, something about water. What did you say?
In my dream,
In your dream?
I drew, it was some kind of sink we're filling, but not sure either now what is left to fill. So in my dream, this basin that I saw had a plug hole,
Right,
and the water had all gone out of it.
right. Now when we drove into that basin, what did I tell you? The basin from Gates Pass.
You said it used to be a lake, but it's
Used
now
to be an
all
ocean,
but
yes.
dried up.
It's all but dried up, exactly. Which was interesting.
Interesting.
Yes. You also said there were somewhere clouds in the dream?
Clouds and spirits.
Okay. Because the sky today was cloudy and Tucson is not every day. In fact, most of the time, Tucson does not have clouds. This time of the year it does.
Um,
And you took a picture of the clouds.
I did, I'm just trying to find that. Something, mountains, clouds, but why do I think I'm back in London? So I am somewhere in Tucson, but something was making me think I was back in London. Maybe something was happening in London right at the time we were there. But I'm not in London, so I'd have to phone home or wait.
Right. And what you should do,
I'm not going to do that.
Right, you're not
I'll
going to do
wait and
that.
see.
You'll wait and see.
Yeah.
But what you've told me was that if this had been a dream in London,
Yes.
you would have what?
I would have been worried about something happening to do with the royal family.
Okay. So just for the record, that is a possibility,
And it's not good.
and it's not good, and you are entertaining it as a hypothesis.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Because I don't know why I got back to London. There's no
Okay.
reason for that other than something's going on, and I was taken back there after I was shown my basin and holes in the ground.
Right. And how do the words say holes in the ground?
Well, it's just everywhere.
Read some of the quotes.
Some kind of sink we're filling. Put your fingers into the hole. That's the first word, hole.
Right.
And then we've got getting into a hole. I was getting into a hole.
And did you get into a hole
Yes,
there?
I did. I got into this big, quite a few of them really. We went in a few holes today.
We sure did.
And then I go into a hole again.
Uh-huh.
And are you sure it's okay to come inside this hole? Well, I was a bit worried because it was very dark in there, and I was a bit nervous. It was, you know.
In the actual hole that we went
Yeah.
to today.
And I had to hang on to my stuff so I didn't lose it. Well, actually, I thought I'd lost my bag because I couldn't remember where I'd put it when I got out of the car and had to go back and check. And that's more or less here too.
Mm-hmm.
But the fundamental of the dream is holes in the ground. That's where I expected to be going today, to holes in the ground.
Okay, and that's what you did say
And
in the
that's
beginning.
what we did do.
Right, okay.
In fact, I've never been to so many holes in the ground in my life.
Right. And just for the record, when I picked this place, I picked it because it was an unusual environment.
Mm-hmm.
But just for the record, I didn't think about holes in the ground,
Mm.
but once it was there, it was obvious, and we have many photographs of holes in the ground.
Yep, we sure
So
do.
you certainly weren't reading my mind.
No, this is nothing to do with mind reading.
I'm just pointing out
Yeah.
for the record.
I dismissed that long ago, mind reading.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to put on the tape? Because tonight you're gonna
No,
this
tonight I'm
afternoon.
going to do the same thing, and we're going to do, where am I? I'll write the same question, more or less, exactly, with the difference of it being test
Right.
2.
Okay. Now, for the record, I did not tell Bill Simon anything about the details of where we went. He called
Yes?
after we had left this place and said, "How did it go?" And I said, "I will not tell you anything about the dream.
That's right.
I will not tell you anything about the information about this."
That's right.
But what I did do was I gave him my rating from 0 to 10 of the specificity of the fundamentals of your dream to the description of the site that we went.
Yes.
And I said it was between an 8 and a 9, and I would give it a 9.
Yep.
And I told him that as well.
Yes.
And we said that each day we will give our ratings.
Yes.
And you and I may or may not agree on a given rating. Okay?
Well, that's fine.
Which is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to each give our independent evaluations. When it's all done, this is all going to be scored,
Well, I
of
would have
course.
wanted the word museum and holes in the ground for a 10.
Right. So would I,
Yeah, I would have.
for the record.
But I don't have a problem with a 9, and I would never have given it lower than 8. Because I've got the word hole
Yeah,
too
well,
many
I
times.
certainly don't have a problem with the 9. And, you know, so you got 1 down,
And 9 to go.
9 to go, and each day will be treated in the same way. And if it's a 0, it's a 0.
Sure.
Okay? Whatever it is.
Could have been this morning. I was quite worried that I dug myself into a hole. And I was no way out. I might as well go home now.
Well, you drove into one of the biggest holes you've probably
Yeah,
ever been
ever
to.
been, yeah.
Have you ever been to such
No,
a big hole?
never been to anywhere like that.
And you've never been to a place with so many holes?
No, never.
And you've never climbed into so many holes?
No.
Are you sure?
Well, I slid into a few.
Right. Right. But that's another
That's another story.
another story. On this note, we'll stop this tape.
Doesn't that tell a story? But tonight, he did stay on, and Phoebe got right to the finish.